Do you think that you can't make a difference because you live on a fixed income? Well, think again. Today, I'm going to show you how you can creatively and simply not only help charities, but spread kindness and do so much for your community. No big bank account required. Some of these things won't cost a penny. My name is Jill, and this is How to Pay Less for Everything. So today we're talking about giving, and stay tuned to the end of this video because I've got some amazing ideas for you, many of which I've tried and done myself. Personally, I feel that each person and each business that can do it has an obligation to society to help, to give to a charity. And when I say give, I don't necessarily mean money because many of us don't have the money to give, but we definitely have things that sometimes are more important resources that we can donate, like our time and our knowledge and our heart. So let's start with time. Since we just mentioned that, you can give your time. You can serve a charity by helping to fill a need they have. This can be at school, a local organization. It could be at church. It could be helping do errands for somebody that is homebound or is ill. There is so much you can do. Even just at church. One of the things I do is I volunteer basically every other week at church. So one Sunday, I am a greeter who meets people coming into the church. And the purpose of this is mainly to welcome anyone new or anyone that's not feeling comfortable or not knowing what to expect because they've just walked in the door. And this has, standing at a door and saying hi to people and opening it doesn't seem like a big deal. But in hearing from our pastor what this has done, it's just incredible. There are people that have come in this door with no hope and basically in despair and found that they were welcomed and able to get some direction. And there have been lives that have been turned around from something as simple as opening a door at church or helping somebody find a seat if your church is fairly full. Some of the other things I've done in the past are volunteer at my kids' schools, and basically you name it. I have been volunteering in the lunchroom, which we were in California, so that was outside, but volunteered there for several months. I have volunteered as a classroom helper. I have been a member of the PTA, a brownie leader, a team mom for every sport under the sun. There's a lot that you can do. And I know my son-in-law's dad to this day is an assistant coach on my little grandson's teams. He plays multiple sports. So his grandpa will go to those games and those practices, and he's there to help. And he's a huge help. And he has a big heart, so the kids really like him. You know that my own father-in-law, who was a tremendous person, would drive cancer patients to their treatments. So if they needed a ride and didn't have anyone to take them, and stay with them for the treatment and bring them home, my father-in-law would do this. This takes a very big person with a very big heart. I know there's a million other ways you can help, and go to the comments and leave me a comment. I'd love to hear your ideas too. The other thing that you can do is you can use your skills. So you can teach, you can tutor. Maybe there are kids that don't have the support at home that need help with their homework or getting ahead in school. That is a massive help. Imagine how much you can change the life of a child if you can help them with their education and moving forward. Because somebody with drive and with an education, regardless of the field it's in, can really get ahead in this world and make their way, and then they can turn around and help others too. Are you a great cook? Are you amazing at sewing? Are you good with technology? Can you teach these things to others that need to learn a skill set? Even if it's at a local nursing home or a community or one of the charities that needs to teach people of all ages these skills so that they can not only do them for themselves, but maybe even earn some money doing these things. Are you a handyman? Are you a good gardener? These skills can be used in every single place in the world, from Habitat for Humanity, where they help to build houses, to your local school, your church. One of the things our church does is they will go out and they will take care of the homes of widows in the community. So that means every so often they'll send people out to do the landscaping, the gardening, people to fix anything that's broken in the house that needs to be repaired. That is an incredible way to help. The other way is probably something you already know, and that is to donate anything you no longer need. Many of us are downsizing and have a lot of extra things, whether it be furniture, or knickknacks, or kitchenware, even decorations, anything like that. Donate it. I have drilled into my children's heads. My favorite saying is, we never throw away something that someone else can use. Now, you probably have a local Goodwill drop-off center near you, or maybe a Salvation Army. You probably have one where you can drop off things. Also remember that if you want to donate furniture, check who will pick it up for you in your area. Many of the organizations allow you to schedule a pickup, and they will move the furniture and take it to the donation for you, because most of us can't pick up a heavy bed or a heavy dresser or something like that, but they will take care of it so that it gets to the proper destination. Are you somebody who loves to be meeting everyone, chatting, organizing things? If you're that kind of person, holy cow, can you be a helper, again, without money? You can organize in your community, your neighborhood, your friend group, your church, wherever you want, a yard sale, a mini book drive, a mini clothing drive, a mini food drive, anything like that. And you're basically taking your superpower that you have and multiplying it tremendously and allowing others to donate and help as well. Many people are willing to help and donate, but they're not comfortable being the one to go out there and arrange this type of event. Another thing you can do is to support others emotionally. This is hard, but there are people that are insanely tremendous at this. There are people that have a natural knack for this and are so caring and loving and are great listeners. These are the kinds of people that can turn somebody's life around. It's just amazing what you can do. This can be as simple as bringing a meal to your neighbors who maybe someone just had surgery, writing them a note, giving them a phone call, stopping over for a visit. The emotional support can help somebody more than almost anything else at times in their life when they need it. And if you can provide this, you are literally an angel on earth. Even on a very small and fixed income, maybe you can do very small financial donation. You can also pool together money with family and friends if you feel the need or the cause is very worthwhile. I know one thing my husband and I try to do is donate a small amount of money to the Red Cross every time there's a disaster and a lot of help is needed. That's one of the ways that we try to help. The other thing you can do is even a small $5 donation to whatever charity is important to you, your church, your local organizations that help your community, whatever it might be, whatever you feel strongly about. The local shelter, they're all huge. Imagine if everybody did that. You think, oh, $5 is nothing. Imagine if we all did it. We can have a massive, massive impact. So you can use that very small amount of money and still help a lot, which brings up another topic, animal shelters. You can go and pet the dogs, walk the dogs, sit with the dogs. And I say dogs because I'm a dog lover and have had 3 beautiful babies that are a huge part of my family. But you can do all these things and really change the life of these animals that are in shelters. You can also help to get them adopted. If you can find or just help or mention to your animal loving friends that there's a wonderful cat or dog or pet that needs adoption, this can just change the life of one of these babies. I have what I call a re-rescue. I had a rescue and I had a stray. So my favorites are the ones who aren't going to get adopted and they just need love. Did you know you can even participate in fundraising without spending money? If you're someone that can help spread the word on social media, or you sign up for a walkathon or any type of charity related event, you can help raise money without being the one to actually have to donate the money. Another way to help is to share homemade food or homegrown food. And my husband is the king of this. When we lived in California, we had a very elderly neighbors, and my husband and my other neighbor, between the two of them, they were feeding them at least twice a week. And I know my husband loved it. He thought it was just awesome. Now that we live in Tennessee, he put a garden in this year, and it was kind of a test garden. It went berserk, and we are constantly giving away green beans, tomatoes, green peppers, squash, basil, lettuce, you name it. We're giving it away. We're like the neighborhood vegetable provider at this point in time. So consider doing that as well. Consider bringing those fresh veggies to a food bank. That's another great idea. You can even clear out your pantry. Anything that's still good in your said, I'm probably not going to eat this. Make a whole bag of those foods and put those together and bring them to your local food bank. Also, check your grocery store. Our grocery store has multiple boxes across the front. We have a Kroger that has tons of boxes to collect food for the local food bank. So you don't even have to drive down there in many instances. You can just do it right there in the store. You can also organize a little mini community project. I know you've probably seen those little tiny cute lending libraries. You can make a kid's version of one, an adult version of one. I've even seen them with little tiny art or, homemade little beaded bracelets, things like that. Another great idea is craft supplies. Maybe you have a whole bunch of crafters in your area where you live. That's a really cool one. You can also have a DIY one where you may have all different kinds of tools or paint or things you might need around the house that you're done with that someone else may need. That's a really great idea in a community that's kind of a master plan community where every third or fourth house has the same paint colors. That would be great. Also, you can make one with kitchen tools or kitchen mini appliances, things like that. You just have to make sure that you've waterproofed it from the elements. But those little lending libraries, they could be anything that you can dream up and imagine. You just have to make sure they're in a safe place and they're not things that are going to be subject to theft and damage. Another amazing thing you can do is to donate your airline miles. So you actually can donate these miles to help other families, whether it be with the Make-A-Wish Foundation or it is with one of the children's hospitals to get the family to, maybe it's St. Jude's or one of the others, so the family can get there and they can get back home when they need to as well. Oh boy, can that help others amazing amount. The other one is to practice random acts of kindness. You've all seen the pay for the coffee for the person behind you. I like that, but I don't. And here's why. I strongly prefer to help people who need the help. And when you're doing that, we don't know if a person needs help. There's nothing wrong with it. I just prefer to go in a different direction where I know that when I put my assistance or money into something that it's going to help the other person and they need the help. Now, there's something I want you to do before you donate to a charity, and that is to check Charity Navigator. You make sure that it's a legitimate charity and most of their money goes to serving the client. Now, when I lived in California, you would go to Target and there would be one or two people sitting outside a Target with a beat up old red wooden box and a sign claiming to be a charity that was all beat up as well. I'm sorry, no legit charity's going to do that. Be careful. Don't feel bad passing by those kind of charities that are more than likely fake. Use your time and your money wisely. Look at online at Charity Navigator, make sure it's legitimate charity and that your money is going to serve the clients prior to giving any money to anyone. Don't feel like you have to put money in a little box because you're passing by someone at a store. Did you know that as a older person, retiree, senior citizen, whatever you want to call us, that helping others can help your health tremendously? You may not know this, but those who volunteer, give their time, help others, have increased mental health. It's so improved. It's so much better than, in general, than people who don't do these things. You keep yourself mentally healthy way longer by doing these things and helping and being a part of the community and helping others. It also has been proven to reduce your risk of chronic illness, which is wild, and it helps you to live longer. These are all proven studies that have been done over the years that it shows how much we are meant to be a part of our society and to help each other. It really shows that because it even turns around and benefits the giver. It also helps your brain function. So it helps you helps your memory and helps you to recall things, and just your whole brain function overall is increased when you are helping and giving to others. Believe it or not, older adults who volunteer their time or the resources are shown to have better physical health as well and less sicknesses. It also gives you a much stronger sense of self-esteem and a much stronger sense of purpose. And we all need a sense of purpose, especially since many of us raised children and now they're grown and out of the house. You kind of have to reinvent who you are. And I know I did. I used to being a mom, and that was my entire identity. And you have to kind of reinvent that and figure out how you can use all those skills to be productive, help others, and keep yourself healthy as well. It also tremendously reduces that sense of isolation and loneliness. And it is so beneficial because being lonely and being isolated has been proven to negatively affect your health. So imagine that you can help others and help yourself at the same time, even though that's not the purpose of giving. It just naturally comes back and benefits you as well. One last little bonus tip that I do is I will pick up small odds and ends all year long because I like to do we do the shoe boxes that get sent to children in other countries for Christmas. I also like to donate locally to Toys for Tots. So anything I see that's an insanely good deal, that's something decent, I'm going to pick it up. And I will pick up toys for 75% off at like CVS. So at CVS, I picked these up. These were 75% off. I think they were originally $3.99 and they were 75% off. So they're dirt cheap. They're small enough to go in those shoe boxes too, which is great. Then I picked this up. It's actually a set, and I got it at Marshall's, I think, after Christmas, again, 75% off. And I broke the set up into 3 pieces. That way I have 3 different things that can either go in a shoebox or a stocking of maybe a teenager. I got these at the dollar store. They've got lots of little odds and ends. I'm not as fond of the toys because the toys tend to be a little junky, but cute coloring books, awesome stickers. This is a decal, but they have sheets of stickers for $1.25. So colored pencils, crayons, crafty type of things you can get there. Once in a while, they'll have a little toy that works. Okay, now I've got to show you my best purchase ever. These are slippers that I got at CVS, and they were $14.99 full price. I paid 71 cents for these. 71 cents. And now they were like 90% off, and I did have a coupon also. But imagine that. Look at these slippers. These are amazing for a man or an older teen. 71 cents. How do you beat that? And then my Kroger finds. Kroger, we have a huge Kroger. It has everything under the sun in it. And they had these toys half price. They're $10, but they had them half price. So a little basketball hoop, a little beauty salon, $5. So I kind of just each week added a $5 item to my groceries where, you don't really notice it. You leave one grocery item out and you're even. And now I've got an entire big bag of gifts that I will be able to donate at Christmas time. Part of it's selfish because I'm having a really good time doing this. And part of it is I just can't stand to think of little ones without Christmas gifts. I hope this was a really helpful list for you. And I hope that if you don't already, you'll consider doing one of these things on the list. You'll be surprised at how happy it will make you to volunteer your time or resources. And if you have other ideas, can you please comment on this video and tell me what they are? Because I would love to hear your ideas. This is just a small list. I know there are millions more, and I would love to hear how all of you give your time and resources as well. Thank you so much for listening today, and I will see you in the next video.